Hello everyone, my name is Laura. Today I would like to talk about the nature of teaching and learning by reflecting on a YouTube video titled Public Speaking for Students by Mr. Campbell. The video explains important tips on how students can improve their public speaking skills. Mr. Campbell talks in a friendly and clear way, which makes the lesson very easy to follow. He shares real advice like how to stay calm, make eye contact, and not rely too much on memorizing. Let's watch a short clip where he explains why public speaking is important.
Welcome. I'm very excited today to talk about effective speaking in spontaneous situations. I thank you all for joining us, even though the title of my talk is grammatically incorrect. I thought that might scare a few of you away. But I learned teaching here at the business school, catching people's attention is hard, so something as simple as that I thought might draw a few of you here. So this is going to be a highly interactive and participative workshop today. If you don't feel comfortable participating, that's completely fine, but do know I'm going to ask you to talk to people next to you. There'll be opportunities to stand up and practice some things, because I believe the way we become effective communicators is by actually communicating.
He makes it sound natural and not scary, which is very helpful for beginners. Mr. Campbell's teaching style is very interactive, and he doesn't use fancy tools, but he uses his expressions, hand gestures, and voice to keep us interested. One of his main points is practice makes permanent. Let's watch that part.
In addition to this approach, a technique that works very well, and this is a technique that I helped do some research on way back when I was in graduate school, has to do with reframing how you see the speaking situation. Most of us, when we are up presenting, planned or spontaneous, we feel that we have to do it right. And we feel like we are performing. How many of you have ever acted, done singing or dancing? I'm not going to ask for performances now. Okay. Many of you have. We should note that we could do next year maybe a talent show of alums. It looks like we got the talent there. That's great. So when you perform, you know that there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. If you don't hit the right note or your right line at the right time, at the right place, you've made a mistake. It messes up the audience. It messes up the people on stage. But when you present, there is no right way. There's certainly better and worse ways, but there is no one right way. So we need to look at presenting as something other than performance. And what I'd like to suggest is what we need to see this as is a conversation.
This reminds me that real learning comes from doing, not just memorizing. The way he teaches helps me learn actively, and he speaks like he's talking directly to the viewer. It feels like he's guiding us personally. Here's a part where he shows how to use body language.
This was great. Now, let me ask you just a few questions. Did you notice anything about the words that you were saying? Did we find patterns, perhaps? Maybe some of you were going through fruits and vegetables. A few of you were going through things that started with the letter A, right? That's your brain saying, okay, you told me not to stockpile, so I'm going to try to be a little more devious, and I'm going to give you patterns, okay? Same problem. When we teach that class I told you about, that improvisationally speaking class, we like to say, your brain is there to help you. These things it's doing have helped you be successful, but like a windshield wiper, we just want to wipe those suggestions away and see what happens, okay? So we're going to do this activity again. This time, try the best you can to thank your brain if it provides you with patterns or stockpiles, and just say, thank you, brain, and disregard them.
That was a great example of how visuals and movement can help in learning. He also gives a great tip about eye contact and pausing while speaking.
I think the other 15% are lying. Okay? We could create a situation where we could make them nervous too. In fact, just this past week, a study from Chapman University asked Americans, what are the things you fear most? And among being caught in a surprise terrorist attack, having your identity stolen, was public speaking. Among the top 5 was speaking in front of others.
These small things make a big difference in how we are understood when we speak. To sum up, this video shows that good teaching isn't just about what is said, but how it is said. Teaching should make students feel confident and interested. Learning should be practical and connected to real life. And I learned a lot from Mr. Campbell, and I hope you enjoyed my explanation about the nature of teaching and learning. Thank you.